I've not had a good day. So, I was going to watch Stranger Things with Miss Marvel. But my uncle said, I've been recording movies for you for however long and you haven't seen any of them. So, can you please watch them? Why, you running out of space? No, just please watch them. He didn't say please, he didn't say please, but I did it. Or as long as I could. Matrix Resurrections. Universally negative ratings to watch on Sky Cinema. Sky Movies, whatever. Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Priyanka Chopra. I didn't even recognise that was the abuser. Lawrence Fishburne is in it, but only through archive footage. Neil Patrick Harris, Hugo Weaving, same thing for Lawrence Fishburne. Freeman Yageman or Agyeman, I don't know how you pronounce her name. I liked it. Massive fan of the Matrix. Love first one. Thought the second one was good, but forgettable. Third one was crap because it just broke the rules that they had set up. But with this, it's disrespectful, but I still liked it. Sorry. And I was like, oh, binaries. Binaries are evil. They're not. Frostside, directed by Larry Wachowski. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Mixed ratings, watching on Sky Cinema. Directed by Jason Reitman. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Paul Rudd, Finn Wolfhard, Sigourney Weaver, Ernie Hudson. Olivia Wilde, apparently. Josh Gad, apparently. Don't think J.K. Simmons was in it. I didn't like it. Gonna review Crash Bandicoot 4 at Tori Lev. What else to say? Yeah. I know it's not a review, but it's the best thing I want people to get. Final review, at least for it, is the best procedural out there, which is why it is technically the only procedural that Netflix has done. Like, they did like Good Cop and all, but Good Cop's got nothing on Lucifer. And despite the fact that my favorite show of all time, White Collar, is a procedural. It's the non-procedural elements of White Collar makes White Collar so good. But with Lucifer, it is possibly the only procedural that perfected being a procedural and then transcended proceduralism. This Twitter as of 29 to midnight on Sunday the 10th of July 2022. So, Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst got married. I didn't know that they weren't. Like, I knew they've been going out for years, but I thought they were married that entire time. Yeah. What's on the back of my hat? Oh, it's my skin pulling off. I forgot to mention that after my uncle told me to watch the films, and while I was watching films, like when I was watching Ghostbusters, and it started, it's like really dark, physically, not mentally. McGranny said that it's a dark film. It's dark now, and it'll be bright later. Like, this is just the opening scene. No, it's dark right now, therefore it's a dark film, and I just went like, I'm gonna put face cam off this. Like that. And my dad said, don't disrespect her like that. As if he doesn't do it every day. And I said that Granny was correct when she said that, like, this is his fault because he treats me like a mate, and instead of I'm his son. But she said, after I said that that's what she said, and I agree with her, she said, yes, that's correct. That's why your son is so rebellious. Whoa. Don't say it like it's a bad thing. Like, treat me like it's I'm his mate. That's a bad thing, but me being rebellious, that might have something to do with it, but being rebellious is not a bad thing. After that, when we got home, I forgot to mention, this is also school. Same day. I went driving again in my mum's car. It's very loose compared to the driving instructor's car, because with my mum's car, like the handbrake and the gear, like the stick, they both feel very fragile, I guess. Like with the instructor's car, I know I'm putting it into first gear, second gear, whatever, but with my mum's car, I don't know if I'm in first gear or second gear from feel, if you know what I mean. And the handbrake, it, like, you pull it up, it doesn't feel any tense when you pull it up. Maybe I'm not pulling up enough, I don't know. Anyway, after that, we were putting a chair that we got from my uncle in my brother's room so I can put my chair in my room. And to do that, we had to lift up a bookshelf and just set the bookshelf and all the books on my brother's bed, and use that opportunity to be like, yeah, I want these books gone. So I sorted that all out. Like, basically 100% all me did it. No one else helped. And my brother, my mum, and kind of my dad were all shouting at me for it. Despite the fact that it's what they wanted. Back to Twitter. Why is Chomsky trending? I think it's because he said something stupid recently. Just don't remember what it is. The people marching on London's trans pride. By any chance, are they trans? Yep. Copper Cap is back. I don't know why this guy just, like, pops up, does something stupid, dips for years, then repeats that over and over again since, like, 2010. Like, if you don't know what Copper Cap is, he's the guy that, like, I think it was in 2010, South Park aired an episode where they say the gingers don't have souls. And he is ginger, so... Or... was ginger. And he made a video where he just said, you know, that gingers do have souls, and then South Park mocked that video. Like, one of the episodes of South Park basically took that video, but had Cartman reading out the lines. And he got really pissed. Was demanding that the show be cancelled. Then no one heard from him till like 2016 when he announced he was gonna transition into a woman. And then I don't think he did it, because that's probably the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my entire life. Then dipped about a year later, or maybe 2 years later. He made a video attacking Paul Joseph Watson because Copper Cap is left wing, Paul's right wing. And it's just watch Paul's video, or Paul's response to Copper Cap's video. It's hilarious how bad Copper Cap's takes are. Dipped till 2020. It's like, it's been 10 years and South Park still isn't cancelled. Dipped again. This is the first time I've seen him since 2020. So he posted this caption: "Go F yourself." Marcus replied, "For a second I thought someone posted my balls again." And that was a big no-no. Ball again a while later. Excuse me. I own a Macaw, and every time my mother is in home, I play tobacco noises on repeat upon the roost until the bird mimics them. My mom has no idea I'm 22 and I learned from you. Satan is now on Twitter, but the idea of a parrot screaming tobacco noises at some housewife just trying to get home the task is endlessly funny. Who do you think you are? Count Dangula? Yeah, you'll count to 3 when you tap the F out in a no-holds-barred wrestling match. You won't last a second, dude. You're not that guy. I'm not joking. If we ever get in the ring together, it's a knockout. I'm going to assume the estrogen he took when he was transitioning gave him brain damage, because this is worded as if he doesn't know who Marcus is, but he does, because they've had a couple debates before in the past. I just want the motorboat. I don't have Mama Monkeys, he's sicko. Yes, you do. Smashing big ones. You need to get your eyes checked, dude. Literally look at my chest. The pectoral muscles are blooming like... They are not pecs, they are man boobs. The pectoral muscles, in air quotes, are blooming like sunflowers in the hot sun. What? Hot summer sun? You're a moron, dude. Go to bed. I'm done playing with you. Keep talking crap. Meet me in the boxing ring. Your body looks like it was generated by DALL-E. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know what DALL-E is. I read it as WALL-E initially. It's probably one of the only E-Slip boxing matches I paid to see. Ginger feed Ginger. Would be a ginger waste of money, or bigger waste of money than the current gas prices in the USA. Kiddo. I put that bigot to sleep in the first round, no problems. You couldn't fight sleep, I'll I'll wrangle you with my iron grip. Open letter to Marcus.
Oh boy, I just got finished swimming. Let me go ahead and brush my beard here with my little mermaid brush. How's it going? Thanks, You think I'm fucking scared of you?
I feel like as a child, like, the only thing that he watched on TV was every single rant that Vass does in Far Cry 3. Because that's the way that he tries to act. But it's just pathetic.
And for 1 fucking second, I couldn't beat your fucking ass in a fucking bet. I would beat you senseless, Winkula. I would beat your fucking ass if you ever set up a fucking fight with me. It will.
Right. Notice the fact that he's calling him Dangula the entire time, but he's trying to be serious. Like, do you see how hypocritical that is? Like, pick, you know, pick a stupid username, and Marcus, you know, as genius as Count Dangula is, it is a pretty stupid username. And he's referring it to Marcus as Dangula, as if it's his actual name, and he's trying to be serious. Do you see how wrong that is? That is why I call Marcus instead of Dankula, Count Dankula, anything like that.
Be a fucking regret that you will have at the end of your fucking life. Because you have reached the end of the fucking line. And you have crossed it. You stay off my fucking Twitter page. You stay off my fucking Twitter page. Dankula.
I honestly can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not. I know it's 2022 and progressivism is not the rage, but I think it would be bad for me to fight a little girl. Twitter is the only place where well-articulated sentences still get misinterpreted. You can say, I like pancakes, and somebody will say, so you hate waffles? No. That's a whole new sentence. What is you talking about? Whoops. Did Marcus just endorse Hans Hermann Hoppe on his latest YT video? He's been doing that in quite a few of his tweets recently. Excuse the loud car owner. Talk about cognitive dissonance. I'm not a Nazi, everybody should believe me, but totally dreaming of a society where people can be expelled from towns and cities to move in like-minded people. Yes, that very famous libertarian fascism. Communities should gatekeep so that they do not have to live among criminal elements and threats. Oh, so you want white people kick black people? It's super weird how we arrived at that conclusion. I wonder what opinions he has made that he has that made him arrive at that. My stomach is sore. Oh, sort of race was the sort of race one, right? Did he mean that? He isn't. Did you just call a libertarian a fascist? No, I didn't call him a fascist. I highlighted the similarities between people from their towns and cities to create areas where like-minded people can live in communities. Yeah, like-minded people, as in people who aren't criminals. It doesn't mean people of the same race. Like, you've been pointed, that has been pointed out to you, that he meant people who are not criminals all living together. We bit reminiscent and problematic thought patterns that can kind of descend in fascism. As long as it's peaceful, what's the problem? That's what I was saying in the replies. I may have misinterpreted this part of New Community Theories. Is it people who would decide that? It would not be possible to do without some organisation which would be a government endeavour, essentially. Really open to learn, by the way. The way it works is if a person already owned property, then under no circumstances can you remove them. However, a community that might be selling or renting property should be able to freely choose who to sell or rent to for any reason they so choose. The idea that moving people out of their towns and cities due to their beliefs, sexuality, race, etc., doesn't kind of ring a bell that is reminiscent of fascism. The Pug video, which was about the Nazi slander, which I don't agree with, by the way, just thought the video took a bit of a wild turn. You know that all demographics could do the exact same thing, right? If it was whites only, then you might have a point, but it's not, so you don't. I don't organise that happening without a government, which would kind of go against libertarianism, would it not? You are schooling me. My opinion on how I read that part is clear, but I'm open-minded enough to be shown how I'm wrong. The communities dictate it themselves. Why should anyone outside that community be able to dictate what that community does? Let me give you an example. You're aware of the stereotypes of black people in black neighborhoods. Criminal elements are very often dumped there via government. Excuse TV. Via government subsidized housing. The community have no say in this whatsoever. Since the neighborhood gets full of criminals, crime in the area goes up, and this perpetuates those stereotypes when everyone else in the neighborhood just wants to get on with life. As a result, you get profiling and cost treating black neighborhoods like a game of Call of Duty. However, the community themselves dictate who can be a part of it, and let them remove the criminal elements. Boom, problem solved. She's making her own butter. So, Joe Biden's daughter wrote that he took inappropriate showers with her, and Hunter referred to him as Pedo Peter. Oh, right, Hunter referred to him as Pedo Peter. I'm sure there's nothing to see here. Everyone move along.